Good morning, friends. Happy June 14th, which reminds me, I'm going to try to do better about my little magnet board. Let's change this out really quick. Keep up with the days. I just keep them right here on the desk, so this is good. If I find the right drawer, here it is, the very top. I just keep them in this little drawer. And I think for today, it is Wednesday, so I am heading out the as I drop things. I'm heading out the door. So will be a 15-minute thing to do today, June the 14th, for the Great Craft Room Challenge. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to have to get this cleared off before I can do anything with the tables. But I am going to do some measuring when I get home today and focus on if this is actually going to work out for me. I would really like I said, to even maybe stretch the table long ways, since I'll have that whole area in front of the window. Maybe scoot it back a little that way, and then just have like a three-way area to get around in, and maybe that'll help not have to move any sewing machines off of the wall. But then my other option is if I was to take up more space this way, then I could move that sewing machine in front of the window too, and free that space up, and then that wall could actually put a bookshelf on with my 3-ring binders and things that I put all my patterns in. But we'll see. I have to clear this off first, so let's do that for 15 minutes. Hopefully I can find like the patterns and things I'm going to put in the hall table that I mentioned, so that I can start sorting through those. And then these ones that are already organized in the little magazine holders, I'll probably just set those in the craft closet for now. Other than that, I have a few Happy Mails coming today, as well as what's already here, so I need to think about where I need to, maybe I can start putting them off to the side of my desk for my haul for my floss tubes. But that, or maybe the bottom basket on my ironing station, which I do want to share with you. I'm going to take this off real quick so I can go get this. I don't want to pull you over. But I did this yesterday. I got this all set. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get my chair out of the way. But I put the ironing station together. It is done. I've got my big iron here, and this is just the pad for the small one. And then this is my wool mat that I use. I have a couple different sizes. I got a mini one that next to your sewing machine is nice for when you're doing small blocks, a medium one, and a large one. And then inside of here is nothing right now. So just depending if I need a space for something, I'll have that empty for something. And then my rotary cutter is here, and then all the sprays and things are there. So it can be wheeled around, and maybe depending on how the craft table looks, I might be able to still put it under and roll it under as a cubby hole, or a garage. I used to call it a garage for my ironing station when I'm not using it. But that's kind of what I did last night before bed. So let's do this really quick, spend 15 minutes and put this all away, so that when I get home today I can actually go at the measuring and seeing if I can reposition my craft table. And I apologize that I didn't have my mic on, but I'll put it on for the return. Alright guys, we are 15 minutes back. I think we're level. I always have to recheck. I was able to put most of the stuff away. When I come back today, I will disassemble if the measurements work out, and maybe do some test layouts and then and hopefully I can post this before bed tonight. I realized up in the cupboard there was some clappers that are ironing tools, so I took those out and put them in my tray. So this drawer now has clappers in it, plus it freed up a drawer over here in my desk where I had the flat cutting boards that I use when I flatten all my fabrics. So everything for ironing should be on this cart now. I have, like I said, several clappers and cutting boards. So having them all in one area when you're moving around is very helpful. I'm finding several empty containers now, so maybe as I'm organizing things I'll have more containers to put things in. Seems like I'm always finding or wanting to have just something next to me that holds things, or if I'm storing things in the closet, I have something to put them in and not just on the shelf. So other than that, I'll swing you around here and share what I did in this drawer that freed up a little space. See if I can get you over here. I did move things a little bit on the desk since yesterday. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm going to probably try a couple different things until I get to where I can use it. Oops, sorry guys, we are spinning. But the ones that I was going to put in the closet won't fit. So for now I'm put them here. They're just my cross stitch and my crochet magazines, or the DMC things that I use. So I do have that shoe shelf right here next to the table, so I could actually put them on the side if I want to. I might try that. I'm taking this with me today, so that needs to come. But I'm not sure if you're seeing the actual. I'm going to take you off. Sorry. Slowly. I put my little drawers here, so they're on the side instead of in the back, which if I do move these off of here, we'll still have this corner open for my mouse and what have you if I need space for a notebook or something. And then of course my computer here. So I am liking that. And then the drawer that I freed up the space in was the hidden drawer. So I have a half of a drawer here if I find something else that I'm organizing that I need to store away out of the way, which when I get to the cutting table will probably be. And then my supplies, desk supplies and things. And the only problem I think with the shelf here that might get put in the closet is the door doesn't open all the way, so I probably won't be keeping this here now that I look at it. But you have to try things, right? So right now that's where I have that, and just a few things to clear off. These will always stay on my cutting table, so they'll go in the hallway while I disassemble this to see if I can make those two tables work. So that's today's challenge. I'm going to have to let you go. I'm already running a little late for what I'm doing today, but we will be back again tomorrow, and hopefully this will get uploaded tonight. Thanks for joining me. Bye. All right, everyone. As you can see, I've cleared off both of these tables. Like I said, it's going to take me a couple days to figure this out. I'm going to pick up these rugs on the floor, and I'll probably have to move these out, but oh, there's another one. I was looking for this. I'm going to try and go long ways and maybe come over a little more and connect the two, and then if that doesn't look right, I'll try to put them sideways. But today is still the 14th, so I'm getting ready to post what I recorded this morning for my challenge. By the way, welcome back to the Great Craft Room Challenge. But I will add this in to tomorrow's video. So you're seeing this on the 15th. Because I don't know if I can add these two together before it's time for me to be done. But I did want to get this recorded of the process that I'm doing. I just, like I said, cleared everything off of these two, and then I'm just going to take these off and move the bookshelves into a square to where both the toppers will meet together. And hopefully there'll be enough room for me to still get around and use each of my machines. So we will be back when that is done tomorrow. But tonight I wanted to get this ready and be ready for a hoping 30-minute challenge tomorrow. Might be a little longer, we shall see. But I am enjoying this, like I said, making space. For now I just set things on the back of the tables because some of the stuff will go back onto the cutting table. And I realized that my mat is not, I mean, it only fits on one of these. So the other half can still be the craft area, but I might be looking for a larger cutting mat, or just add the ones that I have all around it so I have different areas to cut on, is probably what I'm thinking about doing, because I see just out of my vision 1, 2, 3 other cutting mats that are different sizes. Actually 4, because there's a round one somewhere down there. Just set them off to the side for now, but that's kind of what happens when you're redoing things. Things get put off and away until you get it where you want it. The question will be the light. I got to figure out where a good spot is for the light. I mean, I do like this light, but that one also gives a good daylight. So we will see what happens tomorrow. But this is kind of where we're at, so you can kind of focus on the room and what it looks like before and after. Yep, that means it's time to go. See you tomorrow. Okay. Still a lot to do, and I'm wondering about the space here between the table and the sewing machine. I mean, I could put a small stool here and still sit at the sewing machine, and then directly turn around and be at the cutting table. There's lots of room over here, like I said, for a bookshelf maybe to put all of my books on. There's one in my closet that I can take out if I need to, if I decide to leave this here. There's a little edge for the difference in the cutting table, but I think for the solution, depending on how awkward this unit is, because it's so clustered over here, it's just the IKEA board and it's attached to the sewing table. I've had it on this table before when it was against a wall, so I'm wondering if I clamp it on here, if it would take up too much space here. I mean, I'm not sure what it'll look like, so I might try that tomorrow as well. We shall just see. I mean, it's handy to have the pins and different things. You know, I might not put all this back on here, just the actual supplies needed. Even this paper towel roll, I might use it for, I don't really use paper towels in here now that I think about it, because these haven't gone down any in quite a while. So this wastebasket actually is for this unit, so I could actually put a wastebasket up here and put my scraps and things when I'm cutting in there. These I can always store elsewhere, up on a shelf, maybe once I get that up there cleaned off, or the counter. So I've spent about 30 minutes putting the 4 bookshelves So now they're side by side with all their cubbies. And this side is the same way. It's all materials or craft supplies are on the other side. And then over here is the same thing as the front with sewing notions and things like that. So I took a few things off the shelf. So depending on if I clamp that up here, that will be my next decision, because I do keep a few rulers on the cutting table depending on where I'm going to cut from. And like I said earlier, I do have quite a few cutting mats. There's one more somewhere, actually. Let's see if I can get it really quick. We can maybe put all the rotary mats on one side of the cutting table. I just want to be able to actually spin these if needed when cutting. So maybe one on each corner is probably more like it. That's probably what we'll have to do if I keep it this way. And it might all be going back the same way. It just depends on if I can make this work or not. But I'm liking the amount of space I have up here. Also leaving a lot of space over here to take out these books, and then maybe keeping my FFOs and maybe my fabrics in one, FFOs in the other, or FOs. I keep calling them FFOs. They're actually FOs, which will clean this area off. And what might happen is the sewing can come over here, leaving this area as a workstation as well. I've got my ironing station there right now, but it can actually come over here maybe in the corner. And then when I need the lamp, I can just roll it around to wherever I need it. It actually can sit over in that corner. I'll have to put my serger up in one of those cubbies as well. So once I get all that figured out, we'll finish this area first. Today's only the 14th, so we will get that'll be the next. I think that'll probably last me all month for the next 2 weeks. So with all the pattern organization, and then hopefully all this will get cleared off again as well. But a lot of this came off the cutting table so I could move them. So I guess I'm pleased with this for now, and we will continue again tomorrow. Like I said, I will try to take that off and put it on here and see if it looks okay up there. If it doesn't, maybe the bookshelf that I put on one side, I don't know. I used to also have it on my ironing station off to the side, but it made it so heavy, it was hard to wheel around, so that's why I took it off and put it over here. Can't hang it on the wall, that's not an option, so it has to clamp to something. So it's either going to clamp here, maybe if I move the sewing machine over to that side, I can also put it in the back here, so we'll see. That's another option. So lots of options, I just got to decide. Give me your opinions if you have any, and we will talk again tomorrow.